Hello everyone, welcome back to the Secret Straight channel. Today we explore a story that begins in the middle of a storm, on an empty road where a single dad is driving home late from work. The rain is falling hard, turning the whole world blurry. His wipers are barely keeping up, and visibility is low, but he notices something unusual far ahead on the roadside. At first he thinks it's just a shadow or maybe a fallen branch, until his headlights sweep across a wheelchair. A girl is sitting alone in it, drenched, shaking, and struggling to move. Her hair is soaked and plastered to her shoulders, and she is clearly terrified. Cars are passing without stopping, the harsh rain drowning out her voice. When he slows down and pulls over, he realizes she is crying quietly, unable to push the wheelchair any further. He steps out into the storm without hesitation, letting the rain soak through his shirt as he runs toward her. She looks up at him with a mixture of fear and hope, unsure whether someone has finally stopped to help or if this is another moment to endure. He kneels down beside her, speaks gently, and tries to understand why a girl would be left alone in such a harsh situation. Through her trembling voice, she manages to say that she has been abandoned. That single sentence hits him deeply. He can feel the weight of her loneliness and fear as she clings to the cold wheels of the chair. The storm intensifies, and he quickly realizes that leaving her there is not an option. Without thinking twice, he lifts her slightly, adjusts the wheelchair, and starts pushing her toward his car. The rain makes the ground slippery, and every step is harder than it should be, but he stays determined because the girl trusts him now, letting him guide her out of the storm. As he loads her wheelchair into the back of his vehicle and helps her sit securely inside, the exterior of the car becomes part of the story itself. The headlights cut through the rain, the door frames dripping with water as the two sit in silence for a moment. He starts the engine, and the warm interior lights give the girl her first sense of safety in hours. The dashboard glows softly, the seats are dry and comfortable, and she begins to relax as she catches her breath. The interior space becomes a shelter for her, a place where the storm outside cannot reach. Though the interior is simple and practical, it provides exactly what she needs: warmth, comfort, and a moment to breathe. She looks around quietly, and for the first time since he found her, her expression softens. As he begins driving toward safety, the performance of the vehicle becomes essential. The storm is unforgiving, flooding parts of the road and making traction difficult. Despite this harsh weather, the car handles smoothly, maintaining grip and stability. The windshield wipers move with strong, steady force, clearing his view just enough to navigate the road. The engine power allows him to accelerate through deeper puddles and climb slippery slopes without losing control. The steering responds sharply even when the road conditions worsen, giving him confidence to keep driving. The girl can feel the stability and smoothness of the ride, and it calms her, reminding her she is no longer alone on the side of a dangerous road. Every movement of the car helps build a sense of security around her. He glances at her occasionally, noticing how her breathing starts to even out. She wipes her eyes and tries to explain more of her situation. She had been living with guardians who treated her poorly, and today they abandoned her to get rid of her permanently. He listens carefully, keeping his focus on the slippery road. He feels a strong responsibility rising inside him, not just because he found her, but because no one deserves to be left helpless in the rain, especially someone already struggling with mobility. The conversation between them becomes a turning point. She begins to trust him fully, and he begins to realize that this encounter is not a coincidence but a call to help someone who desperately needs it. The safety features of the car become crucial as thunder shakes the sky and the rain hits harder. The anti-lock braking system keeps the car stable when he has to slow down suddenly. The airbags give him reassurance that they are protected if something unexpected happens. The stability control adjusts perfectly when the vehicle slides slightly on a curve, keeping them from drifting into the opposite lane. The strong body frame of the vehicle absorbs the impact of the heavy storm, shielding them from the harsh environment outside. The fog lights illuminate areas that the headlights can't fully reach, giving him a clearer view of the road ahead. These features work together to create a safe environment for both of them during this difficult journey. As they reach closer to his home, the unique selling points of his choice of vehicle become more apparent. It is not just a car, it is a reliable partner in moments when life becomes unpredictable. The spacious cabin allows the girl to sit comfortably without feeling trapped. The rear storage area fits her wheelchair without any difficulty, showing the vehicle's practicality. The car's powerful engine ensures that even in harsh weather, it performs consistently. Its balanced suspension system absorbs bumps and uneven surfaces, making the ride smoother for someone who is already physically uncomfortable. The quiet interior reduces the noise of the storm outside, allowing the girl to feel a sense of peace for the first time since she was abandoned. The vehicle's fuel efficiency also helps the single dad manage expenses, which is important when he is responsible for raising a child alone. After arriving at his home, he carries her inside to ensure she does not struggle with the wet ground. He offers her warm clothes, a blanket, and a seat near a heater. As she dries off and feels the warmth repairing her numb fingers, she begins to thank him repeatedly. He tells her not to worry and that she is safe here. He brings her a meal, and she eats slowly, still overwhelmed by everything that has happened. The room is quiet except for the soft hum of the heater. She starts to share more details about her life, revealing a truth he never expected. Her story is far more painful and complicated than he imagined, and the truth about why she was abandoned shocks him deeply. The girl had been living under constant emotional and physical distress, and today was the breaking point for those who were supposed to care for her. The more he listens, the more determined he becomes to make sure she never experiences that kind of suffering again. When he checks the price of arranging long-term care and medical support for her, he realizes it will be a challenge. But despite the difficulties, he decides her safety is worth every effort. The costs involved include medications, therapy, a better wheelchair, and other essentials, but he is ready to face them because he cannot abandon her the way others did. He makes plans to speak with organizations that help abandoned individuals and begins to gather resources that might support her in the long run. He knows that the financial strain will be significant, but he also knows that doing the right thing matters more than temporary difficulty. The value of protecting another human being outweighs any price he has to pay. In the conclusion of this emotional journey, the girl finally realizes that kindness still exists in the world, even after all she has been through. The single dad learns that helping someone in need brings a sense of purpose deeper than anything he expected. The car played a vital role in this rescue, becoming a safe space and a strong protector in the worst moments of the storm. What began as a routine drive home became a life-changing encounter for both of them. Their paths crossing was not just an accident of fate, but a reminder that compassion has the power to transform lives.